Hello and welcome back, and if you're new, hello, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. Today's video is going to be all about procrastination and how we can possibly deal with it, or at least how I deal with it. I've got six-ish tips that, well, really help me. So I thought I'd share them with you. As you know, I'm up to my eyes trying to get everything sorted, and it's very easy to not do the things that you need to do. In my case, it's very easy. So I thought I'd share my tips. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Leave your phone out of sight, out of reach, if you can. This one is particularly useful when I'm at work and I have a lot to get through. I just need to leave my phone out of sight. Leave it in my handbag or backpack, whatever. Leave it there until lunchtime and I will pick it up at that point. If you're at home, I sometimes will leave it in another room just to stop me picking it up. It's different if I actually need it nearby, or if I've got some notes in it, like I use my Evernote and stuff. If I've got notes in it or I've got photos I need to sort out, that sort of stuff, I have to have it nearby. But if I can avoid it, or if I'm really busy and I need to focus, I need to put my phone out of reach. Second is to do with being browser related. So I work online, like a lot of people, and I am a bit of a killer for this. I would open up a new browser and I would pop up my personal email, and then the next thing you know, I've got 20 tabs open with Facebook and YouTube and podcasts that I'm listening to, or something else that I've just got distracted by, and I will disappear down a rabbit hole. That can be incredibly dangerous for me. So if you can avoid it, and if it's not necessary, don't open any personal type tabs. So anything you don't need, do not open. Don't even start. If you have to, try and keep it to a minimum. Tip number 3, which kind of ties in, is work to a 25-minute slot. Now I used to sort of think, wait till lunchtime, because that was going to be my sort of 5/6. If you can, wait till lunchtime and check your personal stuff then. But if you're like me and your brain is forever firing, I will do it on a 25-minute rota. So I will work for 25 minutes and then give myself a 5-minute break. I'll work for 25 minutes and then give myself a 5-minute break. So I'll just leave them open and minimize them until that 25 minutes. So if you can do that, that's a great way of doing it. You can just set a timer on your phone, or you can set a countdown, or I know some people that use a kitchen timer, so it'll count down for 25 minutes and then a wee alarm will go off. I've tried that one. Gets a wee bit annoying. So, you know, just to be aware, it may not suit you, but a timer on my phone, at least then I can press the button and stop the alarms going off. It just hurts my head. The ringing hurts my head. So that's tip 3. Tip 4, if you can, if you work online, this may not work for you, but if, like myself, you have to edit photos, you have to edit videos, or I have to clean up the flat, or I have to do something, I have to turn off the Wi-Fi on my laptop. This sounds really ridiculous, but I think I've got a bit of an addiction or something. But if I turn the Wi-Fi off on my laptop, I can't then just quickly pop on and check something, or pop onto the website, or check for weather, or I wonder what's happening on Facebook. I continually just revert back to social media. I can't help it, it's what I do and what I love. So for me, I just have to turn the Wi-Fi off completely so I can get my jobs done. Now, generally, if I'm cleaning and tidying and I'm trying to get stuff done around the flat, I like to listen to an audiobook, so that's a good alternative, or put on the radio. Now, I would have listened to Spotify, but the Wi-Fi's on, and then I'll sit down for a minute, and then the next thing you know, it's an hour later and you've not done what you're supposed to be doing. So turn off the Wi-Fi. The same goes for your phone. Turn off the Wi-Fi. Turn off the data, because otherwise you're on Instagram and you're scrolling, and you know, the next thing you know, it's an hour later. Not cricket, people. Don't do it. The last one, and this is like the hardest one of all for me, and it's a habit I've been trying to adopt, and it's definitely getting easier. And I'll make a recommendation of this one. So do it now. And I mean this, literally, just if you have something you have to get done, do it now. So examples, like if I know I have an email coming in and I don't really want to check it. I know it might be a wee bit harsh, or I know that it requires effort because it's business related, or I know that it's, you know, it's just, I don't want to get involved, because I have this strange aversion to these sort of things that require, I don't know, sometimes I just have this odd aversion to these things. I'm sure I'm not alone in this, where I'll just sort of kind of, it's almost like I duck you know, I literally just start being like, I'll just go back to that in a minute, you know. Yeah, that's not the way forward, people. Take a deep breath. It's entirely fine. Do it now. Check your inbox if you need to. Now, the one caveat I'm saying with this is if you're focused on doing work and you have got something you have to get done, when I say do it now, I don't mean get up and maybe go and check on, you know, the oven, or get up and maybe, you know, go and clean something, or, you know, maybe I'll just go and tidy up my entire wardrobe. Don't do that. That is not the way forward. Do the task that you don't enjoy, that you don't really want to do. Do it now. Do it first. Get it out of the way. The rest of your day would be a breeze. Seriously. I would, as another caveat around the do it now thing, this comes into play and I think it's quite amusing. It's, don't give yourself a choice is the best way of putting it. So, for example, if you're supposed to be going to the gym and you think, well, do I really need to go to the gym? Could I maybe go to the gym tomorrow? Maybe I'll do it after lunch. Or maybe, no. Don't give yourself a choice. Do it now. Because the more brain thought and brain power you use up on making that decision, the harder the decisions are for the rest of the day and the less willpower you have, and by the end of the day you're like, meh, I'm going to just not bother. No, not the way forward. Do it now. Don't give yourself a choice. Just get on, take a deep breath. It's going to be entirely fine. Get on with it. So those are my top 5 tips. I was about to say 10. Top 5 tips. So get your phone out of reach if you can avoid it. Get it all the way out of reach in a different room if you have to. This always lives in my bag or out of sight when I can. Close all the browser pages. You don't need them open. If you have to have them open, minimize them until you can open them at lunchtime or 25 minutes later. Set those timers, people. That's tip 3, set the timers. You can do this. Tip 4, turn off the Wi-Fi. You don't need the Wi-Fi on. Turn off your data. Turn off your internet if you don't need it. Get on with what you're supposed to be doing. If you're a blogger and you're like, well, I need to log into my WordPress and my Blogger to actually, or whatever platform you use, to actually write my blog. No, you don't. No, you don't. Most computers come with a text editor, which is just plain text. It won't format your text or anything to that effect. You can write that all out. You can edit your photos all offline, then go online, copy and paste it all in, and like, ta-da! Post is all sorted. The last one is do it now. So those are my top 5 tips for procrastination. How do you deal with it? How do you get on with doing the things that you're supposed to be doing? Let me know down below. I am always open to more suggestions. Please share and tell me. I need to know. I am still getting better at this. Thanks a million for watching. If you're interested in the eye look, I will be doing something. I may even include the lip as well. I was playing with a new lipstick today. This is what happens. I got distracted by the makeup and it's now almost 9 o'clock at night when I'm recording a video. What is that about, people? Anyway, I'm gonna shoot on. Thanks a million for watching and I will talk to you very soon. Bye! Today's video is going to be a wee bit of a behind the scenes of what happened at the Pegasus Live event. So it was a recent press event for various skin